Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. Nationalism is an infantile disease. It is the measles of mankind. Imagination is more important than knowledge. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The only source of knowledge is experience. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Creativity is contagious. Pass it on. You never fail until you stop trying. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. I live in that solitude, which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. Falling in love is not at all the most stupid thing that people do, but gravitation cannot be held responsible for it. No, this trick won't work. How on earth are you ever going to explain, in terms of chemistry and physics, so important a biological phenomenon as first love? Women marry men hoping they will change. Men marry women hoping they will not. So each is inevitably disappointed. Any man that can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. When you're courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. I never teach my pupils. I only attempt to provide the conditions in which they can learn. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives, and not in what he is able to receive. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Never lose a holy curiosity. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge, but can never prove how it got there. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. Peace is not merely the absence of war, it is the presence of justice. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. A table, a chair, a bowl of fruit, and a violin. What else does a man need to be happy? We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. I fear the day that technology will surpass our human interaction. The world will have a generation of idiots. I never worry about the future. It comes soon enough. The only real valuable thing is intuition. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. We should take care not to make the intellect our God. It has, of course, powerful muscles but no personality. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you that mine are still greater. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. A ship is always safe at the shore, but that is not what it is built for. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. We still do not know 1,000% of what nature has revealed to us. I love to travel, but I hate to arrive. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Once you stop learning, you start dying. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. It is not enough to know, we must apply. It is not enough to will, we must do. You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else. Imagination is the highest form of research. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change.